Yeah, we're coming to the end of day three. And if you don't mind, I just want to share with you a bit about like what I've done to heal from my chronic stress and burnout. Been anxious, had problems with my period like my whole life, and have resolved those and recovered from burnout and feel probably, like I said, better than I did even before I burnt out, because in the process of healing, I had to deal with a lot of things I suppose I hadn't had to deal with my whole life, because I just got by on, again, that in that autopilot kind of unconscious way. And so when you are healing, you do have to take into account like the different parts, like physically, blood sugar regulation, sleeps, um, detoxification, and the types of exercise that are suitable, your gut health, and also supporting your digestion. Um, But I will say, when you heal your nervous system, when you can process your emotions, and your nervous system gets more flexible and your body comes into, again, a bit of a better ratio from that 80%. Like, we're probably in stress 80% of the time and rest and digest like 20, when it should be the other way around. When you can get your nervous system kind of on board, and a little bit, not a little, like a part of this, a quarter is the physical, but you don't have to be as you can still enjoy things that you used to. You're not sensitive to all the foods. You don't have to be as like particular about your diet and things like that. Of course, if that's what you want, you can do that, but there is room for indulging, and there is room for foods that you really like, even though they may not be healthy, when you heal your nervous system, because um yeah, because your body's already in a like a healed mode, and it can handle things a bit better. When we're constantly stressed, when our nervous system is stuck in a state we don't want it to be in, we are going to react to all the foods, and it makes it that you have to be so strict with your diet and your lifestyle, and you can't do things without it causing like major gut issues, or you're sensitive to every food and things like that, and you have to buy more and more supplements. It's like once you heal your nervous system, you can actually relax a little bit physically. um, and I will say, once you work on your mindset and your emotions and things like that, you look at your health in a different way. You want to look after yourself because you feel worthy of doing it. A lot of these beliefs and stuff can make us feel like not good enough, unworthy, um, to like invest in ourselves, to take the time to look after ourselves. But once you start to realize you're worthy of being looking after, and you're safe, and things are possible, and you feel happy most of the time, you'll actually want to look after yourself. So that's another thing. It's like things that you may struggle to do or you find hard now, they'll come easy to you because it's coming from a place of like, I deserve to look after myself. I deserve to be healthy. Whereas a lot of the being stuck in a negative health space can be like an unconscious belief that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough. Um, and therefore, your body reflects that. Um, so emotionally, we talked about that today, and healing your nervous system, bringing your nervous system back into balance, and then working on expanding that window of tolerance so you can do more things without it sending you into fight, flight, freeze, shutdown. Um, Energetically releasing trauma or energetic blocks. That's part of it, is like rewiring your brain and your thoughts and beliefs, having a look at those and what's actually under there, and rewiring those, and also just energetically releasing these stuck emotions and energy from our body, so that our nervous system can come into a relaxed state and we can heal. And mentally, like I said, rewriting old stories, and working on your subconscious, bringing the unconscious conscious, so you can actually work on it and change it. Um, so I've already talked about how, yeah, you need recognition. You need to know what your symptoms mean, what's going on in your body, what does it mean, so that you know what to work on. And also you want to know where you're going so that you can work towards that. You want to reconnect with your body, get to know its signs and symptoms, and stop giving all your power away to like external things, telling you you need this, you need that. Oh no, you've got like mold. Oh no, you've got this. Um, Gut issues, a lot of the gut issues, the reason they're so hard to get rid of is because their root cause isn't a parasite, or your root cause isn't oh, my gut's just imbalance or I just have candida. That's not your root cause. Your root cause is that your nervous system is on all the time, so your digestion is off. So your digestion can't be healthy and do what it needs to do because it's constantly suppressed and off because you're in a stress response all the time. So that causes your gut to have all these issues. Whereas if you're just tackling your nervous system, your gut will eventually come back into balance, rest and digest. And like I said, it's always trying to find homeostasis or balance. um Restore, like I said, talked about all those like physical things, just restore what's been missing from being in this chronic state of dysregulation, and you have all these health issues and nutrient deficiencies, etc. You need to actually take a little time out to heal, do things a bit differently, and start like deep nourishment of your body, so it starts to feel safe, so that then you have the capacity to actually work on those other things. Regulation and balancing your stuck nervous system. um, Talked about that. Get you all like out of the on mode and more into the rest and digest, and relaxed and connected. Releasing old beliefs and mindset patterns that are keeping us in survival mode so that we don't get well and then keep burning out over and over. Because, like I said, you can do all the physical things, you can start to feel better, and you go back to your old patterns, and the same thing happens over and over. Revive and can feel, yeah, just happy and healthy and strong and regulated. Revive is my stress and burnout recovery program, and this has been 3 years in the making. I released like a version of it. It was just from the functional nutrition standpoint, which still helps people. Like you definitely get rid, anxiety, cravings. It can help all that, but I've since done more and more work on the emotional side, the nervous system, the mindset, and all that together really helps you feel good overall. And you're not constantly dealing with symptoms; they're not constantly still cropping up every time you let the ball drop on your nutrition, or your supplements or something. That's the thing. People stop taking the supplements, that the symptoms come back. And that's because in the background, your nervous system is so dysregulated that your body is still acting like that in the background. By taking the supplements, you're just like plugging some holes. But the minute you stop taking them, you realize the holes are still being made in the background. This is worth like over, it's actually probably worth more than 7,000 to be honest. But until Thursday the 12th, which is today, it is 444, and then it will go to 555 until October. And you also get a bonus of my nutrition program, which is Renew. It's written Revive here, just a typo. But yeah, so you can start working on that straight away now, and start like basically creating those like those like holes in your nutrition or lifestyle that you may want to rein in. But then we'll get to the real work when we get to Revive, and there's support. There'll be a messenger group, for community, and also support from me, and there'll be live calls, and everything we talked about will be expanded on and actually be given to you like step by step, and the things you need to do at each phase to eventually just your body come back into balance, your nervous system. And I want sessions. And I will say one on one is priceless when it comes to this work, because nervous system is hard. I'm not going to lie, it's like hard to heal because, like I talked about earlier, that you feel like you're going backwards, but healing is what they call like a spiral. It's not linear. We want it to be linear. That's our quick fix approach. Like you want to go from A to B, and it'll take this many weeks, and you just have to do this, this, and this, this. But the nervous system, emotions, your body, it doesn't actually work like that. What you'll do is make some progress. So on the spiral, you'll make some progress, and then you come back around to the same shit, basically. But you're handling it from a higher level. This is something I had to do over and over again. And it was, if I didn't have somebody there to say, like, yes, this is how it is, this is what it looks like, this is what healing looks like to actually get out of these chronic conditions, these chronic health issues, like burnout, adrenal fatigue, hormonal issues. It it looks sometimes like you're going backwards, but it's not. You're actually higher up in the spiral and you're looking down at where you were, but it doesn't, it's like the phases that you go back and feel like, oh my God, I'm like back to square one. They don't last as long. You handle them better. And when you can really look at like what you've achieved, you and be like compassionate to yourself and just take it step by step, a little bit at a time, you start working your way up the spiral like faster. And suddenly you're looking way back. That's how I feel now, like looking at when I burnt out and realize like how far you've come, and actually like probably, like I said, emotional health and just my relationship with my body and learning about my nervous system, like a whole new reframe on life and the way you act, and like understanding the way why you act the way you do. And when you understand that, you can, I wouldn't say control, it's like flow with it more. You're more understanding. Um, and from a place of more understanding and compassion and love, you don't get sick as much. Your health thrives, your life thrives, instead of just like surviving all the time or just going in circles with your health or your behavior and habits. Um, Yes, so this is for you. Like I said, if you got any sleep issues, you want to feel motivated, focused, energized, and confident. You want to ditch cravings, like emotional behaviors. You know those adaptive behaviors that we talked about. You want to be more focused. Oh, never mind. Boost your energy, feel more stable. Your moods feel stable. Um, you can confidently, calmly, like manage stress better, and you understand your stress cycle better, and how to get out of it. Uh, Learn how to incorporate daily self care and connection that won't take you hours. Um, like I said, over time, you'll actually start making nourishing choices because you want to, not because you have to. And yeah, it's very, I'm very on the simple approach with food. Your weight tends to come back into balance because stress actually, makes you hold on to weight. So if you've been trying to lose loads of weight or like improve your body composition and things like that, and nothing's shifted, more than likely this is like stress. It can be your detoxification as well, which there will be a guide on that in the nutrition program. Have the energy to do things that actually bring you joy, like get that spark back for life again. I stopped doing anything that I actually enjoyed when I was like in that thing, because of course when you're stressed or you don't feel safe, it's like not safe for you to play or have fun or do things that bring you joy, because your body, if you're looking through that lens, you just don't want to do it because you think you'll get killed otherwise, or something bad will happen. Improving your bandwidth to manage any stress, just feel more connected in your relationships, be able to um, be more resilient to stress, be more understanding, social. Yeah, that you'll have more time and drive to meet up with friends and plan trips in advance and actually just enjoy things. I used to be like the weekends was just like an extension of the week, in the fact I couldn't relax. I was still stuck in stress mode or work mode. Um, and I couldn't enjoy like my weekend. I was always just thinking about doing more and being more productive and like keeping busy. And this is a sign of being stuck in a stress response as well. So any questions, guys, let me know. Yeah, and love to know how you get on with that practice. Any questions, you can message me on Instagram or send me an email. My email's here. But if you're here, you would have got that